Okay, well, as an Aussie, I should say g'day, or hello, or hi, or here we are. Another live broadcast from our warehouse, actually, and I always have to really wait for a couple of minutes till people get online so that you can see what we're going to talk about. But I have here Travis, who's a production designer here at Answers in Genesis for the Creation Museum, for the Ark Encounter. And Travis, you know how I can tell you're an artist?
Why is that?
Because you're dressed in a tuxedo.
That's right. You should see my shoes.
This is an artist tuxedo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
There we are, see? And have here with me Ben, who's VP of our audio-visual department, division. And we're doing a couple of movies. We're actually doing a 20-minute movie for our special effects theatre that's being totally refurbished at the Creation Museum. And we're also doing some short films for our Answers Bible curriculum to use in advertising and also to use with the curriculum itself. So this is part of the post-flood set. So when people have a look at this, we're going to move around and see some more of the sets. You guys amaze me. We'll be able to walk around here and see the inside of this.
That's right.
So this is to show the outside. Yeah. So who would have lived in these?
So these are for the stories about, it's taking place 10 years after the flood.
Okay.
And so we're seeing Noah and his family living in this new world, making a new life, a new settlement. So these 4 huts that you see here are where they're living. And so what's kind of cool about that is if you look at these, they're all based out of, they're all built with small twigs, leafy kind of materials, leather skins, things that they could easily acquire right after the flood.
Yeah, because in the post-flood world, right after the flood, I mean, the earth's been destroyed. They would have brought certain items with them on board the ark.
As much as they could, but
they would have to. Well, it says Noah lived in tents, right? And so that these could be the sorts of tents that they lived in. You've got animal skins and, as you said, plant material woven in here. And so this is going to be part of a post-flood village that was sort of setting up as a family, a little settlement, a post-flood village settlement. And what do we have here? These items.
So these are going to be different mud ovens that we'll actually take to our location with all these 4 sets.
Okay.
This one being like maybe something they could bake some pottery with in a rudimentary kind of way, and this maybe they could be doing some cooking in. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so, it's real fun stuff.
When the movie is done, this is going to look so real.
Yes, that's the plan. That's the plan.
If
we do everything right.
Yeah. Well, you guys amaze me at the talent. Now, what we'll do is we'll walk around to another part of our warehouse and see the actual inside of one of these huts. You can explain what you've done in there, because this is to show the outside, and then you have one you built to be able to film inside. So, when somebody walks in here, then you'll cut to the other one, right?
Yeah.
But on the way, we're going to go past a remarkable set. And you can explain what it is, so we'll walk through this part of our warehouse.
Our next set here is, this one's actually still pretty much under construction.
So
there's still a bit to do.
Yet.
Still a bit to do on it, but one of the things, we were actually kind of in our production, and Ben called me up one day. He's like, hey, I really have this cool idea of doing this moving set. What do you think is the possibility that we get a...
Yeah, this is my fault.
Yeah. So thankfully, I was like, yes, let's do it.
Hey,
please.
Ben is a visionary, isn't he?
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
So Ben, what was your idea here?
Well, basically, we wanted to show life inside the Ark when everything begins to happen. And I couldn't find a way to do that without a set that actually moved, which is where Travis came in. And I've asked the impossible of Travis in many areas, and he's totally delivered. But this was a big ask on my part. But when the family's inside, I really wanted to show how climactic that moment was. And you really can't show that on camera unless it moves.
Yeah.
So Travis and his crew, his incredibly talented crew, came up with this design.
So they designed this set here. So that's a cage, like one of the cages down at the Ark Encounter.
Yep.
You see there. So we'll have the actors on board here.
So if you can imagine here, so this, it would be as if, well, I don't know if the camera can see me, but it would be as if the Ark is, long ways this way. This is the top of deck 2 right here. And the ceiling here actually only represents right underneath the mezzanine level. So what's kind of cool, if you actually go on the full-size Ark, it is so much bigger. Even though this looks big, it is so much bigger. But
this is just one little section of the Ark on the second deck.
Yeah.
And how's it going to move?
So right here, behind this right here, you can see this this fulcrum right here. This is going to be the pivot point, and this whole thing is going to be lifted with a forklift and pivot about 6 feet in either, well, 3 feet in either direction,
Okay,
but 6
so
feet total.
you have a forklift come in here
Yep, on the other side there.
on the other side and move this,
Yeah.
and then the people acting as Noah's
Yeah.
family will be in there as the whole ark's
Exactly.
moving. You're going to have an animal in the cage as well.
Yeah, that's the hopes.
So,
Yeah. So one of the things that's cool about this too is we really get to we're going to have feature the ark door in here, and so we get
okay.
to see
Yeah,
sort
on
of the
on the second deck,
technical-
that is
yeah,
the most
yeah.
photographed, I
Yeah.
think, part of the ark. People
Yeah.
standing at the ark door on the second
Exactly.
deck there. So you're going to have the ark door here.
Yeah, and so it'll look a little different than the actual ark itself because it'll actually look like a vault safe door, you know, so that when the waters are pressing up against it, it kind of acts like a cork kind of thing,
Oh,
and
yeah.
keeps it in. And so that's the fun thing about movie sets like this is we get to push it a little further and be a little bit more technical with stuff that, you know, we might not have been able to get the chance with, you know, say the full size ark or, you know. So I'm really excited to see.
You know,
that.
it's interesting. I
Fun
was telling
training.
Ben in Facebook Live I did recently when we looked at the set of the pre-flood
Yeah.
pre-flood city inside there, the
Yeah.
pre-flood town, and I said I had some people who are actually involved in making movies in Hollywood who said that set's better than what Hollywood does.
Right. Well, maybe in some cases.
So Hollywood might call you and say, hey, can you do a set like this for us?
Yeah, hey.
So, no, it's amazing what you guys are able to do. So this is still in construction. Let's go
Yeah.
around here and have a look. This is actually in front of us, the set that's made of cardboard.
Yep. Cardboard and foam.
Cardboard and foam, and you look inside, and you're walking down a street in the,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
in the pre-flood city. We showed that in a previous Facebook Live, but
Yeah.
you know what? We'll have a sneak peek in there again.
Yeah.
But the huts that we saw, or tents,
Yes.
or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, we call
tent
them the huts, yeah.
sort of huts and tents.
Yeah.
Anyway, where Noah's family were living after the flood, then you saw the outside of them, and
Yeah.
then we come here, and now
Yeah.
this will be a set representing the inside
Yeah.
of one of these. So,
So I don't know if we can
you-
really see
you
much.
get
We
in
can
there?
come on in here if you'd like.
So we'll see if we can get in with my bad back. I may never get out again, but oh, here
Well,
we
at
go.
least we got a bed here for you if
Yeah.
you need. So, yes, this is where Shem's wife and Shem are going to be living with their kid. So as we finish kind of propping it out, we'll see like they have some tools that they brought with them here. We see some personal items here, some food storehouse.
This would have been stuff they had on the ark that they brought off the ark.
they could bring. So that's what's so fun about this project is it's a mix of new and old stuff they brought with from the old world, like, you know, tools and things like that, and then things that they're making in this new world, like this tent structure and, you know, animal skins, stuff like that. So
It's amazing, you know, all the and a lot of these were made specially for
yeah.
this, right?
Yeah, and so we have
Handmade.
things like, say, this mirror. So we actually did a metal casting here, and so this is sand cast that she'll be using. We have a little children's pull toy, interesting little creature here. You can kind of recognize the sauropod look. We got a knife, little jewelry box. I love this sort of dresser or chest that the guys made. Turned out really nice. But we have a ton of fun making a lot of cool things here. So
I think you have too much fun.
I wouldn't say too much.
I think you should be paying us to work.
So
I think you should be paying us to work
about
here.
that.
So this is all going to be part of the short films for Answers Bible Curriculum and the 20-minute movie for the special effects theatre. And you have some special actors, and I saw them practicing here actually, and
Yep.
it was fun sort of watching them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
let's walk around here, and we'll have
Yeah.
a sneak look at this other set
pop
that we
in
looked
here.
at the other day. Yeah, we can walk in from the top here.
Yeah. So what was really neat about this is, you know, I was trying to figure out a way we could build this thing fast and cheap. And one of the things I came up with here was to just do cardboard and spray foam insulation over top, and then, you know, put plaster over top. And what was cool is it comes together so quick, and we really have a lot of sculptural control of what this can be like. So when I put this thing all together with cardboard, I literally just walked around with a 2x4 and smashed holes in the walls and just kicked in stuff. And, you know, then when we actually come in here, it starts to really look like crumbling stucco over maybe, 1,000 years of decay, and so
And this door here looks like a real wooden
yeah,
door.
just foam.
That's just foam?
That was just foam.
You wouldn't think that was just foam looking at it.
Yeah,
And
yeah. The
so we
guys,
come in here down this street.
yeah, our team's just done an incredible job, really dogpiling on this, and
So it's representing the pre-flood pagan
Pre-flood
world that
pagan
was in
world, yeah.
rebellion against God. Only
Yeah.
Noah and his family were the ones that
Exactly.
went on board that ark.
Yeah.
And so you'd be filming in here for the pre-flood world,
Yeah.
and then filming the ark for the family on the ark and the moving ark,
Yeah.
and then filming the tent village
Yeah.
that they built after the flood in the post-flood world, and you're going to have a drama associated with that.
Yeah.
And tell us more about the drama, Ben. You've sort of written the basic script, haven't you?
Yeah, I did. Basically, what we wanted to do, or what I originally wanted to do, was take the perspective of Shem's wife's experience through the pre-flood world, and then life aboard the ark, and then the world after the ark. And Travis and his team is helping me bring this to life.
And
But
having
the
a lot
idea
of
is,
fun with it.
Yeah. But I've asked a lot of Travis, and he's worked a lot of hours. But the idea is that Shem's wife is journaling what has happened, and she's telling her children what's going on. And then we're just kind of walking people through that narrative, staying true to the biblical account and what we see in Scripture.
So there's some artistic license, obviously.
There is. We
Absolutely.
wanted to round it out a little
we
bit,
keep
but
it true to the biblical account, and we understand human behaviour
Exactly.
and human nature.
we want to show the emotion of it all.
Right.
Yeah.
And we read a description of the pre-flood world and what was happening after the flood in the Bible. So you take that and make a drama around that, and around about 20-minute spectacular movie will be shown in our new special effects theatre being refurbished at the Creation Museum. Hopefully it'll be finished and ready for launch Memorial Day weekend this year. And we're also going to have a 3D movie in there as well. And then the short films will be for the Answers Bible Curriculum. And we have a 4-year Bible curriculum used by about 10,000 churches right now. It's becoming very, very popular. There's nothing else like it on the market. Very meaty, goes through the whole Bible. It's for all age levels. It's all synchronized. It's a 4-year in-depth program. It teaches apologetics, biblical authority, chronological. It's absolutely outstanding. And so the dramas here will be used in the curriculum, but used to also advertise the curriculum.
Exactly, and it's just further displaying what we do in the curriculum, which is show that the Bible is actual literal history.
Right.
And that was very important to us, which is why all of this was very important to look very realistic.
Yeah.
And so, really, the whole message of Answers in Genesis, through the Ark, through the Creation Museum, through our curricula, what we do is the history in the Bible is true. That's why the gospel, based on that history, is true.
Yeah.
And this helps bring that history alive, in a sense,
Yeah.
and help people understand even more. How about we do this? We just show people in here, and then we'll walk out and look at the outside,
Yeah.
just
There
to
we
see
go.
what you've done. I mean, when you see behind the scenes like this, it's absolutely amazing
Yeah.
as we come through here. And people can put comments as to what they think about it, tell us where you're from
Yeah.
there. And as we come out here, so we come out of what looks like this real street in this pre-flood village.
And it's
And
all cardboard.
Pre-flood, pre-flood
Graffiti.
graffiti.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Pre-flood graffiti. And come out here, and then let's go around here and we'll show you. All
Yeah.
this is cardboard.
Yep. Cardboard, aluminum foil.
Cardboard,
And
aluminum.
foam.
We say aluminium in Australia.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, aluminum foil. We'll come out here,
Yeah.
show you around.
They don't
back
read
of
the
set here.
packaging over there, apparently.
You would never think. You would never think, looking at this, that inside there is that pre-flood street. You would never get that.
That's
idea.
what I love, though. Like, and it comes together fast, and it's just like, it's like looking at it as a big sculpture, and you can just kind of shape it the way you want.
And there we get a different view of the section of the ark. It's going to be a section of the
Yeah.
second deck. It's not even as tall as, it's just one
Right.
section of the second deck where you'll be filming and having a forklift in here, and you'll be moving that from side to side so it'll look like the whole ark is moving.
And this right here, this big opening, is where Travis is going to put
Yeah.
the door of the ark.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be where the door goes.
Yeah, and it's a key portion of the narrative, what we're actually
okay.
shooting.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is amazing. Well, you guys do amazing work here. I think we'll do.
We've got a good team.
We'll have a great team.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a number of people.
Yeah.
that are
bunch
really,
of us.
really talented and gifted and want to use their talents for the Lord. That's why you're here,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
And so what we'll do another Facebook Live as well. Not today, but another one. We'll go into the costumes and see what you're doing there,
Yeah.
because that's another fascinating part of this. And it's just amazing. I see cloth things hanging up all over the place here. I guess
Yep.
you're dyeing
Yeah,
clothes.
dyeing, aging, fabricating. There's a lot of cool stuff in the next room.
So how about we do another Facebook Live
do it.
in a day or so, couple of days, and we'll go through that as
Yeah.
well.
Cool.
Okay, look forward to it, Travis. Ben,
Yeah.
thanks.